see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. The Vols will put total weather to crank us up. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Might as well give it to him again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Riggs. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Bulldogs are on the move. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Whitted. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Byers on the move. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down and 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Banks. That's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Dropping back, it's Whitted. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pocket breaking down. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds.
Illegal block. Return team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Looking for a crease to the left. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. They'll punch this in and get a touchdown.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
Big-time rivalry game in the great state of Iowa today. Iowa and Iowa State, here is the very latest. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got him in the flat.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. Punt is on its way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looking to throw, it's Whitted. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's open on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads quickly. There he goes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
The Vols will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tom.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
To the air. It's Whitted. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He caught it! And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. FIU was able to cap off a close one inside Silva Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Trying to get the edge on the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner.
Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. He'll take it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pitch it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Off-play action. Here comes the heat. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense picks it up. There he goes down the right side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. action on first down. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to throw, it's Whitted. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Nealon on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Hunt is in the air on fourth down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield on first down. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He splits the uprights. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. And the ball's free in the end zone. And they scoop it up in the end zone. And they got him for a safety. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be a draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Whitted. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's Riggs. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time.
Makes the catch on the right side. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
You get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are...
Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Volunteer! And that one will put him up here in the second half. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll do it himself. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The kick is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He leaves it with his back. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So here is the Tennessee offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the counter, running to Green. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Vols look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. He'll sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll give it to the back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Loss of 8 yards on the play. 4th down coming up.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Whitted. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now on the return. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Douglas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Gonna run it, it's Banks. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Volunteers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Pocket breaking down. Gonna try to get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Whitted. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Looking to throw on first down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beaten right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Whitted. There's a heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Here comes the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's a return from midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Got it behind the line. It's Douglas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Brings up 2nd down.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Vols will send out the punt unit. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. It's a one-possession game in the fourth. Back to pass, it's Whitted. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The play-action fake. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up an easy position to get a score.
So here is the Tennessee offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. They want to throw it. They've got the screen set up. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't connect on his first throw. After the incompletion, it's second and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.